Have you ever wondered what truly changes as we grow older? Not just in our bodies, but in our hearts. Not the wrinkles, not the gray hair, but the way we breathe, the way we walk, the way we sit in silence. Old age carries with it secrets, habits, shaped not by trend but by time. Habits that speak not loudly but truthfully. They aren't taught in books. They arrive slowly like morning light on a quiet porch. And if you listen closely, they might just change the way you live, even now. Today we open the door to those quiet transformations, and perhaps in their stillness we'll hear something we've long forgotten. If you're ready to discover the wisdom that only time can teach, subscribe and join us on this meaningful path. One, speaking less, embracing silence. More deeply, the quiet that comes with age. There comes a time in life when words become unnecessary, not because there is nothing left to say, but because one has learned that silence often speaks more powerfully than sound ever could. In youth, we speak to prove. We explain, we defend, we declare, sometimes just to fill the void. But as the years roll on, something begins to shift. The desire to be heard fades into the background, and in its place arises a quiet knowing that not everything needs to be said, and not every silence needs to be broken. The elderly are not silent because they are tired. They are silent because they've seen how many words were wasted on things that did not matter. They've learned that some truths are too gentle to be spoken aloud, and some emotions are too sacred to be laid bare in conversation. Silence is not the absence of thought. It is the presence of understanding. Why silence becomes a comfort. From reaction to reflection, in earlier decades, many of us lived in a state of reaction, quick to respond, to argue, to assert. But age teaches us that wisdom is born not in reaction but in reflection. Silence becomes a sanctuary. It offers space to process rather than judge, to feel rather than fix. It allows the mind to settle and the heart to speak softly, without interruption. In silence, the noise of the world fades, and what remains is the gentle voice within, a voice so easily drowned out in youth, now given room to echo through the chambers of one's life experience. Choosing peace over proving a point, the elderly no longer seek to win arguments. They seek peace. They have come to understand that convincing someone is far less valuable than preserving one's own serenity. Often, the wisest response is no response at all, not out of indifference, but out of insight. To hold back a comment, to let a disagreement pass without resistance, to